The goal of USAID's Africa Education Initiative is to improve lives through learning. Education is the hope for African children, and through scholarships, teacher training, and textbooks, AEI strives to reach all who are in need. But it is only with the involvement and dedication of the local community that these advances can be made and maintained.
CHANGES is an acronym that means Communities Supporting Health, HIV-AIDS Nutrition, Gender Equity, and Education in Schools, and a lot of it funded with AEI funding. The C of CHANGES has been communities. A heavy emphasis in the original CHANGES program, as well in the CHANGES 2, has been on mobilizing communities, educating them on the things we're doing. If we don't get the communities on board and involved, a lot of what we do in the schools is not likely to have much impact.
In all our schools, we have parent-teacher associations, which also bring together the teachers and the communities so that they look at the issues concerning the schools. So the communities are quite involved.
It is important to get the community involved because the children are coming from the community. So the communities are the ones who know the problems they are facing. Once they come up with the problems, they are able to come up with solutions. So at the end of the day, we are going to have a quality education in our basic schools. So we witnessed through theater and songs and poetry, the community and the school working together, hand in hand. They were able to teach each other on HIV/AIDS and also on other education issues.
Youths, I urge you to abstain. Abstinence is the only remedy so far. Youths, I encourage you to put more effort on your school studies if you are to be leaders of tomorrow.
Children nowadays are a bit neglected. That's why you find there are a lot of street kids. We are trying to prevent this by encouraging children to be participating in some of these issues. Minus this, children definitely will go astray. Without this gathering, many parents and children might not have known what is taking place as far as school community partnership is concerned.
So once the parents are involved at school level, even at community level, they are able to even use the local resources to do simple things like to have safe water and also to have small gardens and orchards so that they can improve on the nutrition for the children. Because if the children are not healthy in school, then they cannot concentrate on their learning. And we give small grants to the communities, that's the parents, or the community-based organizations and the school clubs so that they are able to sort out those problems in their communities.
Bassou is an island in the region of Foundiougne in Senegal. Our project is called the Projet d'appui à l'enseignement moyen, which means support to middle school. We're involved in 3 regions in Senegal, and we're building middle schools, and we're working with the communities and all the other stakeholders around the schools. USAID provides the funding in their agreement with the Ministry of Education in Senegal. At the community level, we work with people who are elected officials who are in charge of managing community resources. We work with parents' associations. Often there are influential women and men who are leaders in the community. We involve them in the process of deciding where the school should be built, how many classes it should be. But we're also working with them to promote girls' education because we want them to send their girls to school and keep them in school. Once we got the schools in place and the buildings there, then our big focus became teacher training, training the principals, and continuing to work with the communities. Basul never had a middle school, so we were very excited when it was selected as a site, because it's very difficult for children who live in those kind of island environments to be able to go back and forth to a larger middle school that might be somewhere else. They have to take a boat. There have been accidents and deaths among children who are traveling back and forth from school. So once the site was selected, we even had some problems in Basul because there were two communities that had kind of an ongoing feud over the last 10 or 15 years, but they finally came to see the importance of that school for all of their children. And ever since we started building, we've had great cooperation from the community. They're very active. It's very important to them.
We want to thank USAID for improving conditions in this village by building this school. We, the women, have been in this process from the foundation, from the very beginning, in one way or the other. We understand, even more than the children, that this school is necessary for them. They are taking advantage of it, but they don't understand what it means to them and their future. So we are making sure that they understand the importance of this school.
You can see in the face of the people here the sense of satisfaction, of honor, and they are proud. Since the first day the United States Aid came to build this college, all the people have been involved in the working. The secondary school attracts not only Basul, but we had in the community many villages coming here. Being together, the children of many villages, they began to learn what they are to do tomorrow for this Republic of Senegal.
You can see it even here and everywhere. If education is not something that is celebrated and the community feel that it is important, and the kids will not feel that it's important. But I think it's very important that the community come to celebrate the success at the end of the school year. They come from time to time to discuss curriculum, to discuss how the school is managed, to discuss activities for the kids.
Communities are really psyched about this, and they want these schools there, and they're willing to do a lot to make it happen.
We will forever do all what we can to have this school be like it is, that is very beautiful, very successful. Women, men, children, boys, girls, everybody will put his hand to lead this school together.